Welcome to Ubid. Ubid is my project for the coin store Ubid hackathon 2024, and so I'm here to start with the explanation. So here we go. So let me open the app, and this is our app. This is a basic UI, and so let me start with explaining what Ubid is. So UBIT is a decentralized identity (DID) solution specifically designed for the UBIT ecosystem, providing robust and secure identity management capabilities. Built on blockchain technology, it offers unique ways that are cryptographically verifiable and self-owned, and empowering users with control over their digital identities without relying on centralized authorities. It also enables I will also try to enable seamless integration across the UBIT's ecosystem, but due to lack of time, I was not able to do so. So first of all, as DIDs is a complex topic, this is the GitHub repo. You might want to take a look at this, understanding UBID. Here, this is a brief explanation of what a DID is and how it works, and this is the architecture of UBID. And this is the code-wise implementation of UBID. So this is all in the GitHub repo, and I will be explaining this architecture etc. in this video also. So let's go further. I will like to show you the app. So let us start from the app. Like, it is very simple, but the task it does is very complex, as DIDs is a complex topic. So first of all, here I have to enter my wallet address. So I will just go here, and I will go to this account. And as I am on the UBIT smart chain, so I will just simply copy the address and paste it here. So now the name of the attribute. So if you have read the explanation about the DIDs, I will also explain further. Attributes are the data that you want to link with your DIDs. For example, I can want my credit card information. Like, for example, for the UBIT ecosystem, I could want that the UBIT card's data is linked with my DID. So here I will show you the example of email, as that would be more than enough to show how it works to us. And also we can enter any email here. So let us enter trial@gmail.com, and this is the validity period of the attribute, like for how much time the attribute should be valid. So we can say it is about, we can just give it, like currently it is in seconds, so we can say 3600 seconds is more than enough. So first of all, clicking on the generate button will generate the DID. So I will be showing you how the DID is generated, and also first let me open the console, like, because a lot of things I have logged in the console. So let me cancel this out. So first of all, when I click on generate, you can see that a DID is generated here along with three things here. This is the DID, and I am using the DID's last address part as the Ethereum address only, and I will be specifying you ahead why we are doing so, as basically we are using the ERC1056, as I am basically using the ERC1056 based DID implementation. That's why I'm using this. And here you can see this is the transaction hash of our DID generation. And here if you go, and I will simply show you on the testnet, we can go here and one result found, and you can see confirmed success, and here you can see set attribute. So the attribute email is set here, and this function is called, and henceforth our DID is also generated. So now moving on, let's get back to here. So now we can here also get a DID document. So DID document is basically the document that is linked. So for example, if some external service wants to use your DID, so they link your DID, and the DID further links it to this document. This document contains all the information, all the attributes that are cryptographically encrypted here, and I am using Kichak 256 here. So we can also click on DID document, and here you can see that the DID document is printed out here, and you can also see that it is according to the W3C compliance. It follows the W3C compliance. Now moving on, what are controllers? So I will be explaining you what controllers are. So controllers are, for example, it is your DID, so you want that some other, your wallet address or some other person can use your DID and can use your data. So we can use it in such a way that I can put any address here, and that will be added as a controller, and that controller would be able to use my DID also, but no other person, only the controller that I add. So here I am showing you two options, that is add a controller and remove a controller. So first of all, let us go to add a controller. So we can choose this account. On this account, let us choose this account. So we choose this account and we click here. So we add it here. So as we click the add button, so it is added here. So now you can see this is also the transaction hash. I'm also showing you all the transactions as like it will feel more legit, obviously. So we go here and we click here, and here you can see this is the add controller button. So the controller is added here and it is also success. So now moving back to the our app. So here this controller, so this account is also my controller for my DID. Now imagine I want to remove this controller, so I will just simply copy paste this one and copy paste here, because obviously like you won't sometimes if the person tries to use it, or you don't want the other person or the other wallet to have your DID, so you can simply remove it. And after clicking on remove, here you can see we also get one more transaction hash, and this transaction hash you can go here and you can see that this is also a transaction, and you can see that the remove controller function was called. I will show you the smart contract from where these methods are called obviously in the end. So here we go back and here you can see that this is how it works. So now as it is removed, so like currently like there were two controller IDs already, because there have to be more than two controller, have to be at least one controller here. So this one was added and this one was added by me and removed by me, so that's why it works. But for example, if you just try to remove this address only, then it will definitely give you a error. So now moving on, so now I will try to give you the example of the usage. So basically I will show you the first of all how this address, that is our main address, uses can use the attribute and access the attribute that we have. So for example, this is our wallet address and this is the attribute. So we can simply say that let me use my attribute as so email, as I had set it to email. So now once I click on get attribute, you can see that I get my attribute in the form of bytes. So this you can see these are the bytes. So I could not actually, like I wanted to show here, but I don't think so. I had done a change the code. So like I had inputted the trial@gmail.com here and I get the trial@gmail.com back. And also one thing to change, like I am currently using the wallet address. As you know that the wallet address, it is already wallet address based. So for example, let me check some other, like I had added this one was, I had removed it as a controller. So let's test this one also. So now you can see that this should not work, as this is not a controller. I had removed it from here. So when I try to get attribute from here, you can see 0x and it shows error. So it works perfectly fine, and you can see here as I had shown you the example of how this works and how all of these things work. And one of the mistakes that I had made here is like I'm currently using the wallet address here simply because I had not more time to create the DID for this one and this one. But you can simply see that as they simply use the Ethereum wallet address, so it would not change much. We have to just parse them properly and we have to just generate their DIDs and then input here, which is, I don't think so, very difficult task. So now I will be showing you the code. So going here, this is the readme. Let me cancel it here. So this is the main contract. This is the DID registry base.sol. I have another DID registry.sol. I wanted to use this contract, but it was actually using too much gas. Like we could only get 1 USC from the testnet faucet, but it was using too much gas. That's why I was not able to use it. So I moved on to this one, and it is a smaller implementation of that one. It currently does not use the key rotation feature, which is simply means that the keys are rotated at a certain period, which makes it more cryptographically encrypted. So here this is the DID registry base here. So here you can see that these are the structs of the DID document. This is the attribute. You can see that there are many functions here. The generate DID function, the only controller modifier that allows that the only controllers can do the work here, add controller function, the remove controller function, the set attribute, revoke attribute. This is the DID document generator because it has to follow the W3C norm. And these are just some helper functions to basically to convert hex to string, to use it, and then uint to string to sky string character, and this is the get attribute one to receive the attribute. And here you can see that attribute dot value, it returns byte in bytes, that was coming for a last one. And this is basically the main code. And here safe math, I have also used the safe math library to use the math properly. And I have used Foundry to deploy my contracts, and you can see that this is the deployment, like it is just a basic deployment here. And as I move further on to the UI, so as I go to the UI, you can see that this is the main page, the dashboard that handles all the, that is all, this is one page only, so this is the main page. So here you can see that I have used ethers, so I used ethers, and I have used this RPC of Ubid scan. Then this is the address of my contract, the deployed contract, and I have forgot to add it in my readme also. I will currently add this one. So this is my contract address, this is the final contract address, I have tested it like many times. So this is the contract, and this is the submit button, it sets the attributes, it prints the DID document, adds the controller, DID registry is the contract in ethers term, and these are just simply the buttons. So now I will be explaining you the architecture. So basically how it works. So this is the you can say Excali draw, and this is a wonderful tool that will be easy, that will help me get it easy to explain you guys. So basically the user, he wants to generate his DID and wants to add his attributes, for example the email that I had added, but he could add more information along with it. So the user, he generates his DID, and the DID is generated from his wallet address directly using his wallet address, which is based on the ERC1056. And now this is a URI that is created of this form. This URI could be used as a proper URI, but currently as there is no external networks that use this DID, so I did not want to make it such, as I had currently making a MVP for this. So basically the DIDs are generated, and in the DID document that is stored on the blockchain here on the UBIT ecosystem, it's simply key value pairs are stored, and the KCHAC 256 is used to store them properly and encrypt them very properly. And also the user can now further add his controllers. These controllers also get access to the DID, and they can further use this DID to interact with the external networks. So basically this is the main grasp of how DIDs will work for the Ubid ecosystem, and hope you guys liked it. And this is the readme, and thanks a lot.